Hi, testing this microphone. Testing 1, 2, 3. Testing. I'm gonna go ahead and give this a good old testy test and see how this sounds. And let's go ahead and get into it. All right, party people.
I'm going to go ahead and take into it. All right, y'all. So it has been a lot of drama, a lot of backlash, a lot of different sides of the spectrum of sexuality, from race to identifiers, all types of drama going on with this new Lil Nas X video, let me tell you. So Lil Nas X has been getting a lot of backlash. He's been getting a lot of praise, and he's been raising a couple of eyebrows, I may say, because we're going to go ahead and get into him talking about this new shoe that's coming out that apparently Nike's saying that they don't have nothing to do with this. This is an outside thing. Yes, Nike is saying they don't have nothing to do with this shoe. We're going to go ahead and talk about the LGBTQ plus community and how this affects them, whether this is a good thing or whether this is a bad thing. We're going to talk about, not that it's our thing to judge, we're going to also talk about what's next for Lil Nas X. Is this iconic? Is it not? And he even heard back from his dad, and his dad went ahead and gave his opinion, baby. So let's go ahead and get into it. All right, y'all. So the first thing we're going to go ahead and talk about is the whole video. So in my opinion, I feel like this. We have to look at it. Lil Nas X is a young man. He's 21 years old. On top of that, I've already known him to be a huge troll. For those who do not know, Bean, we ain't even talking about no Sharon Osbourne. You funny, Bean. It was a really big issue because we know he's gay. We know that he was just trolling 6ix9ine not too long ago. But the big thing that everybody wasn't super happy about was the satanic or the rituals or the Baphomets. I don't even know what he had going on, honestly, in the video. But I did find a breakdown that I thought was really, really interesting. So I'm going to go ahead and read that to y'all because I watched the video. I understood, but it says, for those who do not get the video, it basically the story of Eve and the forbidden fruit. Many people correlated that sometimes eating fruit can be symbolized with sex. All right, I get that. That is why he got sentenced to death by stoning, because he disobeyed God, but he was not supposed to eat the fruit. The ascension part, which is him falling from heaven to hell when he went down and did the lap dance on the devil, because he disobeyed God and he was supposed to not eat the fruit. The ascension means from heaven to hell, but obviously he's gay, and people think if you're gay, you're going to hell. So let's talk about that. So for anybody who has like a religious background, for anybody who, you know the drama with that, you know the tea with that, I'm not even going to get into it because that's not the point. I felt like one big part of the symbolism, and I agree, was the ascension from him going from heaven to hell, because you already know that people always want to say that people are homosexual are going down there. And I think that that's wrong. I think that that's everyone's personal journey in life. So I'm not going to even get into that. I support the LGBTQ plus community. I talk about it on my channel quite often. So I think that, hey, that's his thing. The issue that I am having with it, or kind of getting through with it, is just seeing those visualizations of a young man, especially a young black man, dancing on the devil. Gay, straight, whatever. I'm not really here for that, but can I appreciate it from a creative standpoint? Yes. For those who do not know, I went to school for acting. I am an actor. I have a degree in acting, if you do not know. So I'm definitely around creatives. I definitely can appreciate creativity. I feel like this was a big, creative thing for him. He wanted to have a huge moment. He wanted to have his Cardi B moment. He wanted to have his moment, which I understand. And you have to think about it. He did Old Town Road. He did Hey Panini. He did on a holiday. He had other songs, and he always dressed well and carried himself well. He's not like a saucy Santana. But on top of that, I kind of feel like the label still had something to do with it, because you have to think about it. This video was probably super, super expensive. This was well thought out, and everybody wants to talk about the Illuminati and all that. I don't understand it, so I'm not going to talk about that again. That's beside the point. But, I feel like it was kind of creating a divide, because a lot of people, a part of the LGBTQ plus community, felt like this was liberating. And I feel like they should have their liberation. I am just like the heaven and hell thing. I feel like, yes, this was an idea of his. I feel like, yes, he's a troll. I feel like he definitely pushes the envelope and the limit. But I just don't necessarily feel like we needed that correlation. I feel like he had the budget for the video, so he could have done a bunch of things. But I feel like, again, I don't feel like this is really my thing to comment on, per se. I'm a straight cis woman. So I feel like at the end of the day, if LGBTQ plus people who I care about find this liberating, then I feel like people should definitely have their liberation. On top of that, Madonna has done different satanic things. Nicki, Beyonce, Black is King definitely had some of those different rituals and things like that. Like, my family's Creole. People do voodoo and all types of stuff. Not my family, but it's in Louisiana. So with that being said, all of the greats, people who we love, definitely. I mean, shoot, Nicki Minaj, the reason why people say she got blackballed, and I'm a huge Nicki fan, I'm a Barb for sure. The reason why Nicki Minaj got blackballed from the industry and from the Grammys allegedly is because the head of the Grammys didn't like her Roman's revenge when she was like a priestess or whatever. I don't remember. People were definitely not there for that. So that was just kind of something that people were getting a lot of backlash on. And I feel like Nicki's done it. Lady Gaga did it at the Grammys. If he wants to go down on his stripper pole down there, then who is it us to judge? This was not liberation for straight people. I never in my life have been told I'm going to hell for my sexual orientation. So really, who are we and who am I to judge that? Really, when you really think about it, like, this is not even a cisgender or straight person's fight. I feel like at the end of the day, I'm not with the hell stuff. I don't like the hell stuff. I'm not with it. But I can appreciate the art of it. I felt like this had a lot to do with the budget. I feel like this had a lot to do with this label as well. And he's a troll, and he loves to push the envelope, y'all. So also, I was like, okay, where is Lil Nas X from? I wanted to know a little bit more information about him. Again, like, Gen Z and kids listen to this. And that's also another point. Like, a lot of young kids listen to his music. He's in like the Billie Eilish age. Obviously, we all know, our old asses know Old Town Road and all that. But I also feel like it's also important to say and to talk about, to the point that kids listen to this. People were having an issue with WAP and all that drama, and I didn't have an issue with WAP. I feel like your kids shouldn't listen to that if that's not what you want them to listen to. I think anyway, the little white girls and boys who parents have issues with it, that's what they like at the end of the day. That's what they looking at on the internet. They looking at black booties and they looking at black boobies, and that's what their sons are going to end up liking, is voluptuous, beautiful black women. So I was like, all right, anyway, who is Lil Nas X? He ended up coming from the city of the A-Town. He's from Atlanta. Again, he's 21 years old. 2018 to present. I just wanted to know a little bit more about that. So that's the only reason why I pulled that up. But also, I wanted to go ahead and talk about these shoes. So as I said earlier, y'all, I'm going to go ahead and pull this article so y'all not going to give me a hard time. Everybody's like, Nike's going to get in trouble for this, Nike this, Nike that. Nike, this was a rendition of a shoe. They bought up a bunch of Air 97s, and a company is going to resell and make these as like a vintage limited edition item. If you do not know, Lil Nas X did not stop there at the video. Lil Nas X wanted to make sure that he go ahead and put his foot into this. He is coming out with the Nike on the Lil Nas X Satan shoe. So on top of that, Nike is saying that they are not anyway involved in this. An alleged collaboration between the rapper and MSCHF. I'm going to show y'all what that is. That's a company who does a bunch of weird stuff. I looked at the MSCHF website, and it's weird. So on Friday, March 22nd, a pair of sneakers hit the internet ablaze, and it all happened on the social media account. So they went ahead and broke the news. They said it's going to be a feature custom pair of Nike Air Max 97s with 6 cc ink and 1 drop of human blood, dropping at $1,008. Now, Nike spokesperson came out and said in a statement to Input is a big fashion style website that we're on right now. Nike did not design or release these shoes. We do not endorse them. The company did not say whether it plans to a cease and desist to Lil Nas X and MSHCF, but the creative brand is based out of Brooklyn, and they did indeed come out with a Jesus shoe. So I did go ahead and fact check this, y'all, and they did come out with a shoe back in 2019 called the Jesus shoe. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that for y'all so we can look at this. So they're saying that Nike has nothing to do with this. Nike is saying this is something else. This is something on the side. Before we go ahead and break down the price of the shoe, the Luke 1018, meaning the blood, the ink, and the colors of the shoe, we're going to go ahead and look at this breakdown right here of the Jesus shoe. So apparently they came out with a Jesus shoe. It was sold out, drop number 7, again, drop number 8. So apparently they had an identical shoe before, but it had no front-facing celebrity or endorsement. Again, they take the Nikes and they, fashion is crazy nowadays. So Nike did not come out with this shoe. They bought a bunch of shoes up. It's fashion. They have a lot of stuff going on here. Very much so serves me Kanye West, but you can definitely get you the Jesus 97 or the Jesus ones if you want. I might have to give me these. These are kind of fresh and clean. I'm really liking those. So that's that. Nike had absolutely, positively nothing to do with these shoes. But the next thing I want to go ahead and break down for y'all is the pricing of this shoe, the issue with the shoe, and what does this mean? So I'm going to go ahead and pull this article right here from page 6. This is the actual tweet right here. Let's go ahead and look at that. So Saint is a fashion brand, for those who do not know. And the big thing was this is just another resale, I don't know the lingo for shoe sellers, so excuse me. I'm sorry, I don't know the lingo for it. But this is just another breakdown, another thing that they're doing. You see MSHCF, X Satan shoes, Nike Air. I hate saying Satan so much. God, jeez. Contains 60 cc of ink with 1 drop of human blood, 6, pairs, and $1,018. That is off of Luke 10:18, and also has Luke 10:18 as well. So this is the shoe. It also has the Baphomet and all that type of drama on it. This is the shoe, so you can definitely get you the Hell Stompers 11s if you want them. The box is the box for me. Box looking very scary. Make sure y'all are hitting that subscribe button because your girl is looking at all this, and I don't let stuff like this in my spirit. I'm just saying. So make sure y'all hit that subscribe button. I'm on my way. I'm almost to 750 subscribers. I'm on my way to 800, so hit that button. This looks crazy. Now they got this, and on top of that, just to go to hell even quicker, they're going to give you got to pay $1,018. So I'm going to go ahead and go back to the breakdown, and I'm going to go ahead and pull for y'all the Luke 10:18 Bible verse. So for those who do not know, this is the verse. One of the verses that I do actually know, talking about when Satan falls from heaven into the pits of hell. So this has a lot more deeper meanings than people are realizing. Again, he's doing the play on him being gay and them saying the gays are going to hell. I don't agree with that. Take your own walk in life. This ain't for that. But that was just very, very interesting to me. So this is Luke 10:18. It's Sunday. Let's go ahead and get into it. He replied, here we go, 10 verse 18. Bam, bam, bam. He replied, I saw Satan falling from the lightning. I can't even read. Forgive me, Jesus, my Lord. It's Sunday. God, jeez. I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. I have given you authority to trample on snakes and scorpions and to overcome the power of the enemy. Nothing will harm you. However, do not rejoice the spirit that submits to you, but rejoice in the names that are written in heaven. For those who do not know, In the Bible, the devil is the angel of music. The Bible says the devil is the angel of music. Yes, Morgan, this is very much so insane. The devil is the angel of music. I'm going to go ahead and pull that for y'all, but I'm going to go ahead and prove my point and show y'all the breakdown from the website that we were just on, looking at the shoe of Nike saying they don't endorse them. I'm going to go ahead and pull this. Bible script, aside from human blood and 6 blank, Lil Nas and MSACF, Satan shoe came with a graphic religious detail. Again, the Bible reads, I saw Satan fall like lightning from heaven. There's also a charm on each of the pentagram, aka the devil's star. That's going to be right there in front. I got the Jesus shoe. It was going to be Jesus. It's going to be the devil right there, as y'all could see. Again, the packaging full of artwork includes a drawing of Satan walking up to Jesus to protect, acquired by Saint. The drop of blood. The question now is whether the sneakers will actually release on March 29th or if Nike had a last-minute attempt to stop them. What I am thinking, and from my correlation, I'm thinking that when they seen Nas X come out with this, they already had the double shoe. They was ready to get the double shoe going. This is definitely too much drama, Morgan. Too much drama. So with that being said, I was like, okay, Lil Nas X, I understand the correlation, but this is just too much for me and my cheering. It was just a lot. Isn't that a lot? Let me know what you think. Is this not a lot? And I think it just makes everyone look bad, or people who are, trying to be on the good side of LGBTQ plus community, to be honest, because people are looking at this like this. And I don't think this is a gay versus straight issue. I don't think this is a homophobic issue. I just think that it's a moral issue, a mortality issue. I was having this conversation on one of my favorite teachers' Facebook page. She's a Republican. I'm a Democrat. Her and I have difference of opinions. She thinks WAP is dirty and downright disgusting. I don't really care. I rap myself and I have a dirty mouth sometimes. But with that being said, people can have their differences of opinion. But I think it's just sometimes a little too much. Make sure y'all are hitting that subscribe button. Make sure y'all are supporting my channel. Hit that thumbs up. I appreciate everybody who is here. But I did not stop there, y'all. I said I'm going to go ahead and show you. The devil is the angel of music. So I'm going to go ahead and pull that. So everyone told me, I remember my mama telling me my little Bible stories, the devil is the angel of music. That was Jesus's favorite angel before he fell into hell. Now, I'm not trying to give y'all a Bible study class, but I'm going to give it to you because this is what this is all about. It's the symbolism for me. All right. So, long story short, the devil, believe it or not, yes, the devil had the most beautiful singing voice. He could play all the instruments in heaven. Now, if you think heaven's not real, I do, but whatever. Think about it in the Greek goddesses and goddesses. Think about in the Hercules time. He was the most beautiful. He had the most beautiful singing voice. He was in charge. He was their choir director, okay? He was their Kirk Franklin up there, okay? Let's go ahead and pull this. The question is, prior to his fall, was Satan in charge of music in heaven? For those who just got there, I promise you, I'm not just talking about heaven and hell for fun. We're just talking about Lil Nas X and the symbolism between his new shoe, okay? Two biblical passages that speak about Satan's role fall in Ezekiel 28 and Isaiah 14. The King James Version states, the workmanship thy trumpets and thy pipes have prepared in the day, and thou wast created. Based on this verse, some believe Satan was a music leader or was in charge of music in heaven. Was this true? The Hebrew text of this verse has been difficult to interpret. Again, I am an actor. I do Shakespeare. What did he say? Modern translations offer a slightly different rendering. And crafted in gold were your settings and your engravings. On the day you were created, you were prepared. The Greek translation of the Old Testament, the earliest translation of the Hebrew text, so the very first, includes a list of stone used in the breastpiece of the high priest in the verse. Though uncertain, the focus appears to be on the various stones that represent the beauty, rather on his music. Despite Satan's high rank in God's presence, at some point he turned against the Lord in pride. And this is again what Jesus said to him. You are my heart. I will ascend to heaven above the stars. I will set my throne on high. I will sit on the mount of assembly, and I will ascend above the heights and clouds. I will make myself the most high. Satan was clearly a leader or the leading angel in heaven, but it was unclear whether he served as the leader of music. This detail was not directly answered in scripture. So I went ahead and went through that whole breakdown for that. Now, you can correct me if I'm wrong in the comments. I believe religion is a personal choice and journey. I'm not going to beat you down with it. But I think that spirits are real. And I think a lot of us are spiritual. And I know that a lot of people are like, I don't want to watch that. So I watched it because I wanted to see it. And I was just like, okay, Jesus, God bless. But with that being said, I think it's fair that some people just don't want that in their spirits. And I would just love to know in the comments after you hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up and support me. Is this okay? Are we okay with that? So that's that. I'm going to stop preaching to you. I know it's Sunday. The next thing we're going to go ahead and get into is this MSHCF website. Now, before I get off this topic of the shoe, I want to talk about the website and the company that is putting on this shoe. I went on this website, y'all, and it's absolutely, positively effing crazy. I don't know what this website is. I don't know what is going on here, but I'm going to go ahead and pull it for y'all so y'all can look at this. So the MSHCF, let's go ahead and pull it here. I have to reshare my screen. For those who just got here, make sure you hit that subscribe button and thumbs up. But I'm going to go ahead and show y'all the website and the company that made this shoe. Now, this is the website. This is the website. Morgan, what's up? The Birkenstocks for me. So when you go to look at the MSHCF website, this is what it looks like. The persistence of chaos, man eating food, Netflix hangouts. They have all types of weird stuff on here. Very odd. The first thing that I looked at, I promise you guys, I have no idea what this website is even like doing for us. It's really confusing, and I am just, I have no idea. So this is the company that makes these shoes. Yeah, I'm getting y'all tea, so make sure you share this video because I'm like, what the heck? So something that I wanted to click on that I thought was kind of funny was this Netflix Hangouts. So if we look right here, the website, these people created a Chrome extension that lets you watch Netflix while you are working where you're at work. So let me show you this. This was kind of gnarly. It makes it look like you're on a conference call, and it's a Google Chrome extension. So MSHCF, I think they do a lot of graphics. I have no idea what they do, but I was like, this is mighty weird, and this is mighty odd. Oh, I didn't share my screen, y'all, to show you this Netflix thing. Let me show this to y'all. This is like kind of crazy. I was like, what in the hockey sticks is this? So look, so the website that created the shoe, they made this Google Netflix Hangouts. So you can actually watch Netflix and look like you're on a conference call at work. But usually when I was working, they made me plan my conference calls, and they knew when I was on conference calls. Anyway, Birks for life, Birkenstocks for life. Let me know what y'all think about that shoe. That was just very odd for me. I am just not, it was not hidden for me, Nas, with that. Gay people should have rights and respect like everyone else, but that don't have to force their life on, especially kids, that they are innocent. For me, I think it's the symbolism of the heaven and hell that bothered me. I think that you, honestly, in my opinion, I think that you can't really like force. I think that sexual orientation is a choice. I think that, yeah, innocent children watch these things, but sometimes you just can't fight it. And I also know that we watch a lot of music videos. I watched a lot of videos I had no business watching, and I grew up and turned out just fine. So I think it just all depends. I think that that's what a parent is being about, right? I don't have no children, but I know that it's about putting those parental blocks, all types of things. But yeah, this is just, And something else as a Black person, I hate that the two videos that everybody wants to ostracize get ostracized by all the conservatives and all the people. No hate to the conservatives, but y'all get what I'm saying. That type, the old white people who have an issue on Facebook, those types. I get it. I understand this an issue with like seeing all this on TV, but it's just like everyone has been doing this, and some of the rock music has been crazy. You know, I don't even get into rock like that, but I just know that it's a lot of sex, it's a lot of devil stuff. Kids watch stuff all the time, and I just be like, I hate to break it to you, you're not really the kids aren't going to get exposed any different than something that they'll see. You know, if we're going to talk about a WAP video, it just makes me sad that, you know, my folks who are creative got to get backlash for it. And I don't really necessarily think it's necessary. And I don't think the anger is being placed in the right way. I think I've heard a dirtier song than WAP before. And I definitely seen something worse. When I watched Montero, I was like, all right, I've seen it all now at this point, truly and honestly. So the same, I agree. Parents should just teach their kids to be open and accept everyone different. I have a gay twin sister and her lifestyle doesn't bother me. Eternal style. I feel that as well. I have multiple gay family members very close on my side. So that is something that has just been a way of acceptance in life. So, you know, it is the fine line of what we show into our children. And I feel like this may demonize and make people who are LGBTQ plus look bad almost, or like give them a bad connotation. Excuse me if I said that incorrectly. I'm trying to find the right words to articulate what I'm trying to say. But I just still feel like this could do a lot more harm, because it just makes those hateful people and people who already hate on those in the community, people just want to find a reason to hate almost, what I'm basically saying. So something that I thought was really sweet in the midst of all of this was Lil Nas X's father came out, and Lil Nas X went ahead and shared what his dad had to say about his controversial music video. Obviously, Lil Nas X is a full black man. Make sure you hit that subscribe button. I'm going to go ahead and share. Hit that thumbs up. And Lil Nas X shared this today. Now, this is recent in the last couple hours. Today on Sunday, Lil Nas X tweets dad's text about a reaction. If I can speak, Lil Nas X shared his dad's reaction to his controversial video, and my heart is full. Live life on your terms. So different white publications, which I read, no hate, but we do have white and black publications. We got the Shade Room, we got BuzzFeed, we got On Site, and we got Upright. I don't know what I'm saying. We got the Huffington Post. So BuzzFeed is all for it, okay? In case you haven't heard, the video has dropped. Now, let me say, the Montero visuals, I'm not going to hate. I'm not going to keep saying up there. Were not bad. I love the visuals. They look good. So, luckily, it's one person, his daddy, Robert. That's his daddy right there, Big Rob. The tweet was, very creative video. I got through it. Laughing face, congratulations. Live life on your terms. Very proud of you. He said, LMAO, I love this man. And yes, so I think ultimately something that is very touching in this whole thing, and something that is still positive, is that Lil Nas X isn't going home and getting beat up. He's not getting hatred from his daddy. We already know the stigma and the issues that black men have being homosexual in the black community. White, Asian, Hispanic, Pacific Islander, Asian, everybody who's gay has issues. On top of that, black people do as well. So I think it was very nice to see his father be a part of his life, on top of him accepting who he is. Now, I'm sure Lil Nas X daddy had lots to say about it before, but they already knew what was coming out. And I'm sure Lil Nas X had so much hatred and heard that, especially being a black man and growing up, being in Atlanta, being in the South Church, the usual black teens that black people do. You know, I'm not saying it's good or bad. I grew up the same way. You learn that being homosexual is wrong. You learn that it's going to send you there. And I think that's a personal opinion. And I think that that's up to people and their beliefs in their maker. So I'm not even going to judge. All right. This is him and his dad. I think this is very sweet. This is him and his mom, it looks like, his parents. Oh, how nice. Okay, he has 7 siblings. So it looks like he came from a very nice, well-off, probably middle-class black family. I think that it's nothing wrong with his dad accepting him, and I think it's nothing wrong with him expressing himself. So that's where I'm at with it. I think I came full circle. I told y'all really what made me feel uncomfortable about it, but I think that's pretty much it on that. Now, something that I wanted to go ahead and get into is Tammy Waka Flocka's wife versus IAMZOIE. So for those who do not know, it's a whole lot of going on. 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 So for those who do not know who IAMZOIE is, he is a influencer. He has like multi-millions on IG, and he's just a also given he is a homosexual black man. I will put that out there because this matters. And then you have Tammy Rivera, who is married to Waka Flocka Flame. She's a Hispanic woman. She's very traditional from what she was saying. But they started to have some backlash coming out because IAMZOIE went ahead and made a post about Waka Flocka and Charlie, which is his daughter, his stepdaughter, who he accepts as his own. She was about to have her quinceañera. So Tammy Rivera has a half black and half Hispanic daughter. She's Hispanic, and she was having her quinceañera. So it's basically like her sweet 16, I believe, for when you're 15. So she went ahead and have that. Thank you so much for the love. I appreciate you, Mama. I appreciate you, Eternal Styles. Y'all are definitely the bomb.com. Now, I'm going to go ahead and pull my screen so y'all can see this. Now, this is from Hollywood Unlocked. You know, Jason's old messy butt. So Tammy Rivera go ahead and came out and talked about the backlash that was coming at her in Waka Flocka Flame based upon what Zoe had to say. So I'm going to go ahead and pull up what Zoe had to say because On Site put that up. And basically what Zoe was saying is not too long ago, Waka Flocka Flame was being judgmental when it came down to, D Wade's daughter, Zaya, who is transgender. And apparently he had some stuff to say about that as well. Now, I didn't see that that post. I don't really remember what he was saying about Zaya, but people were already talking about all types of BS when it comes down to it. But I thought it was very sweet that he did come out and say it was okay. So basically it was a clip of Waka Flocka and Tammy. If you didn't watch the show this week, Charlie, their daughter, was coming and she was letting everybody know that she wanted to bring a girl to her quinceañera. And now, do I think that that's a big deal? Not at all. But people wanted to say that he was, basically being biased because it was a female. And if he had a gay black son come to him and he wanted to bring a boy to his sweet 16, then people felt like it would be an issue. And do I feel like that would be an issue or something different? Maybe. I think that it will definitely be a talking point, worth talking about. But IAMZOIE basically called him out for it. And Tammy wanted to come out and say that people can change and all types of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this so we can look at it. I hope they still have it up. I don't know. Okay, I found it. So this is what Zoe had to say. So again, IAMZOIE is an influencer. He's a gay black man. He was commenting on Tammy and Waka Flocka accepting their daughter's quinceañera, being 15 years old and letting her basically come out as being a lesbian and taking someone, her girlfriend, basically on there. So let's go ahead and pull this and listen to what Zoe had to say.
This has nothing to do with the children like Waka Flocka started. This is just grown-ups, people in general, the world. It's so hypocritical and it pisses me the F off that, okay, his daughter is 16 and now she has come out that she likes girls and that she wants a girl to be her date to her quinceañera or whatever. Now, mind you, Waka a couple of months ago was bashing somebody about their gay son. Not bashing, but, didn't agree. But now when it's your own, this is why I tell people, be careful how you talk about people and their children or anybody, period, because, okay, you're going to have to deal with it. So it's just funny in the comments, everybody's like, oh, he's such a good dad. He agrees, letting his daughter be her. But when you talk about Dwayne Wade and Zaya, how dare he? And Zaya's only 13. So calm down, son. How dare you? It's disgusting. But when it's a girl, everybody's just so, oh, this is amazing. Great. That's bullshit. And it makes me so mad. The world is so fake. I'm so sweaty, but whatever. So at the end of the day, what I'm saying is everybody should be treated fairly, no matter who you like. You know what I'm saying? I don't care if you're same-sex girl, same-sex guy, straight, whatever. You should all be treated fairly with no judgment.
So that's what he had to say. Now, I'm going to already tell y'all ahead of time, I'm already on Team Zoe because I do feel like Waka Flocka was being a little bit biased, and I think if it was a gay son, he might not have felt that way. He might not have been a Waka Flocka. But let's go ahead, and now I'm going to show y'all what Tammy, Waka Flocka's wife, had to say, because you know the Waka Flock wasn't going to come out and say nothing.
This has nothing to do with the children. Like,
all right, nothing to do with your children. This is what Tam had to say.
You know I was going to respond because you talk about my husband and my child. So at this point, let's go back for Zoe. You know I was going to respond because you talk about my husband and my child.
My husband and my child.
So at this point, let's go back first. You said that he didn't agree. You like, oh, he bashed Zaya. Or then you went back and said, well, he didn't agree. So a person's not allowed to have an opinion of how they feel without being a basher or hate or be labeled as going against something or hating someone. They can't have an opinion when they're asked. And with that being said, not once did he ever disrespect Zara. Not once did he ever say he matter of fact, he said, I can't tell nobody how to parent their kids. But not only that, with that being said, let me calm down, Tammy. With that being said, are people allowed to grow? Are people allowed to change?
Okay, so let's talk about this. Are people allowed to grow? People are allowed to change. Now, I got 9 people in here. Please, please, please. I'm at 7 thumbs up. If I can make it to 9, I got 10 people in here. Please hit that thumbs up button for me. Please, please, please. And hit that subscribe button. I'm on my way to 800 subscribers. Y'all know I got to do it. How am I supposed to be up there if I don't vouch for myself? First thing for you, Miss Tammy. Can people change? Yes, but not too long ago, allegedly. Again, I can't pull it. I don't know where it's at. But Waka Flocka, I believe it was on DJ Vlad, had something to say about Zaya Wade. But you know, a lot of people have something to say about Zaya Wade. We're not going to talk about Zaya Wade today. We're going to let her be. But with that being said, I believe, yes, people could change. And I feel like Tammy not necessarily should have been up here. I think Waka could have been in the back. But I think that the issue that people are having is with Waka Flocka Flame. Now you're going to see Tammy's going to go ahead and cover her ass and be like, I have gay friends. Tammy is beautiful. She gets glam all the time. So you letting me know that she's around gay men all the time. She's around gay people all the time, especially being in the city they're at. And I believe they live in Atlanta. Correct me if I'm wrong. So she had to get with it. She had to get hip to it. But let's finish what Miss Tammy had to say. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Thumbs up too.
Because it seems like you're damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. You get what I'm saying? It's like you're mad at him for saying this. And now he's saying this. And you're mad at that too. So it's like, I don't understand. At once upon a time, I didn't believe in gay marriages. Because I grew up being taught from certain people around me that was wrong.
Okay, exactly. What did I tell y'all? Tammy's even saying this. Everyone grows up with that same agenda. That's why I wanted to bring this up while we're already talking about I spelled Tammy's name wrong with my silly self. You know, people already had an issue with the Lil Nas X issue because he was playing upon the whole deal that you're going to go to hell. That's just like basics. If people don't know anything about a lot of things, it's always the preconceived notion. Again, I'm not getting into that. That people who are homosexual are going to go to hell. I'm just going to be blunt. I have a lot of gay family members, a lot of gay people in my life that I love. So we have these conversations. We know the deal, but it's not going to stop who you are, and you're not going to love who you love. So anyway, let me stop and continue on because Tammy's going to say it.
And I met my God, and he educated me and set me down and told me why he felt the way I felt was wrong or my opinion was wrong. And to this day, I would never say no ignorant shit again, ever, because I understand now and I'm educated now. So you are doing exactly what you are trying to condemn. Trying to find the positivity out of the situation. Like, well, damn, maybe Walker did grow. You know what I'm saying? I'm glad it took for Charlie to see him, or maybe that was the situation. Instead, you decide, oh, but if it was a boy, he wouldn't. Well, god damn, can a person be who they are? Can a person grow? Instead, you still try to find the negativity out of something so positive. I don't understand.
All right. So what I will say to this is to her point of can people grow? That's something that frustrates me as China as a person. Make sure let me know if you like my hair. I got my fro out. I took my weave out today. I feel you on that, Miss Tam Tam. Just in a general sense, that is hard because it's like I tell my man, I'm like, so can I not grow? Can I not be a tree and grow in this mother sucker? Am I not allowed to be a better person? So I agree, and I believe you, Tammy. I believe that, but I do question if it was a black man coming up, if it was your son, your stepson, would he still have that same reaction? And I don't know. I don't think Waka has showed us enough change himself. Not you being his mouthpiece, Tammy. I understand you're his wife, all that. I feel like that we still need a little bit more sauce when it comes down to that. But anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pull this clip for y'all of Waka Flocka getting praised by, what is it called? Fox Soul? It's the Fox for Black people that they show in the southern city, Atlanta. I know that. I don't necessarily watch Fox Soul. I don't like Fox Soul. But I'm going to go ahead and roll this clip for y'all to see what Waka Flocka was getting such praise for, just being a good parent. Again, I said a good parent. And accepting your child for who they are. Because, yes, I am wholeheartedly agree. If you don't accept and love your child 100% for who they are, that is bad. That is bad. If it has to do with a orientation especially, I would just say if you disown and don't like your child because of their sexual orientation, that is bad. That's bad news. Very bad news. So anyway, let's go ahead and pull up Waka Flocka Flame getting praise for accepting his lesbian daughter on Fox Soul. It was also the way that they spoke about it was kind of awkward. The way that this dude, I was about to say Bow Wow. Is this like Romeo on here? I don't know who this is, but let's look at this. What man is this?
Waka, the blog, she with the news that she wanted to bring a girl as her date for her quinceañera. And Waka, the blogs all picked up the clip of your reaction to the news. So I want y'all to take a look.
What did you say? Montero walking to Liliana.
Okay.
Okay.
Wait, I couldn't hear.
Okay. Okay.
Okay.
To Liliana.
Oh, they want to take Mayana.
Okay.
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 See, that was easy.
Okay.
All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and pause. Okay. Are we not gonna act like that they do this damn reality show and they talk about what they talk about? You think that they really gonna tell them? You think? I'm just asking. Please let me know in the comments. You think that on this reality TV show, Waka and Tammy, that Charlie, the daughter, didn't come and say anything else beforehand or pre-plan what they're talking about or her date? Because in any other show, when it's a family show, whenever the child has to date or have a partner, that's always a big thing. And it's interesting to us. We like to see it the older we get. So we already knew that he was going to say, okay. He loves his daughter. They have a beautiful relationship. And I do hate that this was, I think he has a lot more work to do, but I do hate that this was, and I'm going to share the screen in a second. I do hate that this was more so ostracized and looked over more than him taking his daughter to her quinceañera. I think it's his stepdaughter within fact. And I think that that's something very beautiful. And I have a beautiful relationship with my stepfather as well, who I do consider to be my father. So I think that that's something that's very, very beautiful. And I do think that a man can accept a child because I lived it, a child of his own, because I've seen it happen. This is literally a part of my life. Waka Flocka does not have any children. That is his only daughter. Same situation in my life. And that's your baby. So I definitely, think that he wants to be happy, but I do think it maybe would be a different reaction or they would have to assure him a little bit more. We would be lying. So I'm going to go ahead and share the rest of this and what the Fox Soul crew had to say about it. Let's see.
Wait till you played it so cool. Like I couldn't tell what was going through your mind, so I have to ask.
Who is this guy?
In that moment?
You know what, man? Honestly, bro, I don't have expectations, man. Because the stuff you expecting is never going to be 100%. I don't believe in 100%. I believe in experience. So I can't say I don't like something or love something if I never experienced it. You see what I'm saying? I approach it like a strong-minded male, and it'll run her way. You get what I'm saying? So I follow my wife's footsteps. She's like, baby, just chill, just listen to her.
Zappy and name.
Okay. So that's what the young man had to say. Ooh, let me get out of that. You already know how it be. So that's what he had to say about it. I mean, was he going to say any different? No, but I'm sure that was a conversation that, you know, him and Tammy had, and they probably, you know, I've always thought Charlie was pretty a hip and funky girl. So I'm not surprised. Good for her. Good for you. And he went on to say, I watched the rest of it, that she is privileged. So it's different. You have a lot more privileges. They grew up in the hood, in the cut. I understand it's different. But it was a daddy-daughter dance, and I don't know if this is planned or not, but I'm going to go ahead and share my screen because this really made my heartstrings tug. I've never been to a daddy-daughter dance before, so if you have been, I know that this is very, very important. And basically, his daddy, Charlie's father didn't show up, I believe, to our quinceañera, and Waka stepped up and did that. So I'm going to go ahead and show you guys this clip.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, now we're going to embark upon...
I do want to say, I think Waka Flocka is a good representation of a dad and a stepdad, especially a reformed hood nigga daddy. I think that he's doing a good job.
Father-daughter dance.
Gave me an angel. Just know that he gave you the same.
I'm going to cut the music, so, like, you know, all the music in here showing up. I don't know if I'm getting demonetized. So Tammy is crying. Tammy going to make me cry. Let's listen to Tammy.
It never gets old. Like the stepping up in Charlie's life, it never gets old. So it doesn't matter if Charlie's father didn't show up, because this is her father. And this is what fathers do. They get up in tight-ass suits, shoes that hurt their toes, learn dance routines that he never had to do before in his life. This man came from the streets. He has never did a waltz in his life. He didn't even do that for our wedding. But the fact that he's doing it for her, everything. Hope you know you'll always be forever you are.
They're going to make me cry.
He got you. We all got you, Charlie.
I will say, again, from personal experience, it is absolutely positively a beautiful, beautiful thing to have another man and his family, Deb, all of them. That is not her blood, but, you know, family is way, way deeper than blood. So, you know, blood can sometimes run very deeper than family. Let me say that right, y'all. Come for me. But I thought this is just a very beautiful moment. I think that it was just very, very nice to see. And I do say kudos to him, but I do understand what Zoe was saying, and I do understand what Tammy was saying, how sometimes that can still take away from the whole point at hand. But we have to all be sensitive to everybody's feelings and accept people. So you guys already know the drill of how to be a good person. You know, you already know the drill. So that's all I got to say for today. That's all your girl got to talk about. I appreciate everybody being here. I had a nice, warm welcome and a nice group of people here. So I appreciate y'all. If you have not subscribed to my channel, please. I work very hard. I cry daily. I'm extremely lonely, and YouTube is my best friend, aside from my boyfriend and my two other only friends that I truly have. I'm just joking. I have friends, but I don't live by them. So enough about me. Please hit that subscribe button. I would appreciate all the love. I'm on my way to 800 subscribers, and I would love to see what you guys have to say. I will hang out for a second, as I always do. I may pull something up, but that's all that I have on this topic. I may pull another, or I may not. So I will see you guys next time, and bye-bye.